Yes. How we doing? It's that time again, Friday night as opposed to Thursday night. But we're going to be discussing all things Tottenham as we usually do. It's talking points, guys. Fridays are talking points at the moment, anyway. Yes, hello, welcome to Talking Points. I'm SUBSRCRIBE for life. This is PRTvSpurs, Paxton Road TV, and episode number 108. All my mouse things are going all over the place, so bear with me as I just sort all this out, because in the background, live TV does this to you, but I'll be there in a second because I've got some guests out there who need to be brought on. So let me just, here we go, that's better. Live technical issues there slightly. This is what we're talking about. It's back to work on Monday. Spurs play Monday, obviously. We've had an international break for nearly 2 weeks or whatever it feels like. But we are going to discuss what's been going on in that time. In the house, Darius, 3K, Sean Hurl, welcome to the stream, guys. It's been pissing down the rain. Not the best days today. But we have got Premier League football to look forward to again. Don't kick off tonight, kicks off tomorrow. I don't know what the game is, the first game is, but I'm looking forward to that Chelsea-Arsenal game. Not quite as much as our game, obviously, but it'll be good to see drop points. If they both could lose, that'd be amazing. Huh?
Is it Merseyside?
Merseyside derby, first game.
That's a boring derby, that is.
So one-sided.
It's just boring.
We hate it.
But, yeah, I keep getting these things. Sorry, guys. It's just my mouse things all over the place with the screens. So I'm just going to keep talking. Sean, what have you been doing in the 2 weeks then since our last victory?
Watching a horror unfold from the Middle East, but other than that, not a lot, because I don't really follow international football because the two islands are dreadful and they're not worth watching. And, you know, I mean, supposed to highlight probably up here in Morley, Scotland, is that Scotland qualify for the Euros next year, without actually having to kick a ball. So, yeah, I mean, international. I mean, I'm always club before country. I mean, I remember answering. I've answered lots of Twitter polls. There was a Twitter poll and it was posed if Spurs were to win the Premier League or your country to win the World Cup. You know, what would you choose? Oh, good God! Come on.
I think that's a given. I think that's obvious answer.
What? Spurs all day.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Spurs all day.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not even a question.
That's a debate. That's not a debate.
That of course is not saying that we're going to win the league for all
No.
Before we get out there.
We hear what you're saying. Darius, what's been going on?
I'm kind of the same, to be fair, Sean. I absolutely, utterly despise international football. I truly, genuinely won't support England until Gareth Southgate is not our manager. So don't care what happens. And yeah, apart from that, you know, it's nice to see, you know, certain players from our team get debuts in the first. I think Mickey van der Ven got his first start for Netherlands and he had a great little cameo. So saw that sort of clip of him absolutely outpacing Malo Gusto on the right-hand side go quite viral. So yeah, there's nothing really, like I think Sean's spot on. It's the most boring time, and I'm pretty sure I was saying to you the other day, Sam, don't we have another one coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, there's another international break in November.
I told you, Sam. There's another one coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks' time. So
I couldn't believe that. That's just
we don't have long to enjoy Ange Ball. So I guess what I take from the international break is enjoy club football as much as it is while we have it, because yeah, it feels strange. It's international break around the corner every single fucking corner. So yeah, glad to have Ange Ball back, even though we have to wait till Monday.
Yeah, it's the international break just kind of it just makes you worry, because obviously players go away, they go and play different games, different minutes. Some managers obviously understand the club football aspect of it. Some managers don't give a toss. Some players have to go there. Some players want to go there. Do you know what I mean? It's all different mindsets and factors going into it. All you want to do, all you want after the international. Oh, he's put himself in there. Are you working now?
I did.
Are you working, fam?
Can you hear me?
Oh, fam, you're working.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm back.
Okay. He came on the screen, he went like that, and I was like, oh my God. I thought something was getting in the background. I quickly got rid of you because I thought something was going to go off when you did that. So, no, what was I saying? International break, yeah, it's all you want is your players to come back fit. All you want is the main bulk of your players just to come back fit, healthy, not carrying any injuries, even knocks and stuff like that. You kind of worried when we saw Son, you know what I mean, coming off, Romero coming off, blah, blah, blah. But they've all kind of given the kind of feedback, or certainly from some of the players, is that football at Spurs is better than international football. And they want to come off because they want to play for Spurs.
Are you referencing Romero? I'm
referencing Romero in that one.
Okay, thank you, because that's interesting. You know what I mean? If you asked him last year, I don't think he would have said the same thing. I think he would have been putting his heart on the sleeve for Argentina. So, yeah, I like to see that as well.
James Maddison obviously had a bit of an appearance in the game before. Deji played well in that. Who saw the game against Italy? I didn't watch much.
I didn't watch anything.
See, what did you think of that? The best fucking left back in the world's performance.
Do you know what? The best fucking left back in the world. He started off quite well, and then he done that needless challenge and got himself a yellow card. And I thought, here we go again. That first 15, 20 minutes, the man's already got a yellow card. But you know what? He played well. He done some good moves, and I think he got into the box once. He should have scored, but he played well. And I hear Jack Grealish and Maddison was singing about him as well after the game. So, yeah, good performance, you know. And it's good to see all the international players. And just touching up on what you guys said about Romero, I was saying this to my boy yesterday. I said, how ironic, last season, this guy was going to play for Argentina, whether he was dying, whatever, and he never ever wanted to come back. And the game was 90 minutes and he was playing 145 minutes for Argentina because he didn't want to come back to Spurs. Now, guy gets a little knock. He's not coming back on the pitch at half time. Sorry.
He's like, nope.
I'm done. Game on Monday against Fulham. Come on. This is my guy. You know what I mean? And
can we nail that myth now? Can we nail that myth?
Yeah, thank you.
About Romero. I mean, he was always committed. He's always committed wherever he's playing. So
yeah,
you know,
he just wanted decent players around him. That's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted.
He wanted rid of the coat. He wanted rid of the Turin troll as well.
He really did.
Like we all did. He was speaking like a fan. He was playing like a fan. You know,
he was ready to leave, wasn't he? I mean, he said if Conte stayed, he was going to consider leaving. So
I forgot all about that drama.
It's good. It's good now that we've got players that.
No, she's saying it's past us. She's saying it's past us now.
Yeah, you know what? It's good now that we want players. Actually, we've got players now that are committed now. Well, not committed, but want to come back and play. You know what I mean? And they're doing everything possible. I mean, I was a bit pissed off with Jurgen Klinsmann for playing Son full 90 minutes, even though he was saying he was a little bit injured. But when you listen to what Son had to say, and I agree with him, I've gone back to Korea and I have to play the full 90 minutes because these people, basically what he's saying is these lot are, I'm God here. I'm going to be number one here for as many years to come. I'm not going to piss them off. I'm going to give him 90 minutes, even if I'm limping. I've got to give him 100% and play the full game, which he did. So you can't begrudge him for that. But that's all done. I hate international breaks anyway. We've got another one in 2 weeks. Fucking hell.
Oh, but we've got a few games in between then. We've obviously got Fulham Monday. Then who do we play before Chelsea?
Crystal Palace Friday. We're the last stop of this one, and then the first stop. So
then it's a game against them lot.
We'll just be doing previews and reviews all week.
Yeah, because
it's going to be a busy week. Yeah. Game on Monday and then a game on Friday. So yeah.
Then and it's the following Monday after that again against.
And then you can fly me to the moon.
Well, as I said, Andrew's. Who's seen the press conference today? Because I had a quick. Well, I watched it all. It's about 17 minutes long. Very incisive. Sean, I like the bit where he's kind of like, he's asked about, they're always going to talk about title challenges and all the rest of it. He plays down everything. But what he did say is like, regardless of where we were going to be, if we were going to be this, and he said he started badly at some clubs. He started well here. But what he did say and maintained it, we're still at the beginning. We're still at the beginning of this process, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't call it a process, but we're still at the beginning of this cycle. I'm going to call it a cycle. I don't care what anybody else wants to call it. Process. It's too much like them, not down the road. So the cycle that we're in now, he said, it's at the beginning. And yeah, we might be here, we might be there. But the whole thing is like, is he seeing improvements? I can honestly say that sort of language to me is exactly what managers and coaches should be saying. They shouldn't be like going on about, yeah, well, you know what I mean? We've done well. And he's taken it. We've played well. He's coached them well. They've taken on board what they've said, what he said. And yeah, this is what you're going to get. So better players that he's had before, playing better, puts us in this position. Now, this is why we had title shows before. It's not about we're going to win the title. People always trying to mock us saying that. But I'm saying that we are in this race. But how did you feel like his demeanor in the press conference was today in terms of like preparation for Monday?
I thought he was, as you say, he was excellent. I've no experience of being a coach, but to me, it's about there's like measuring expectations and also keeping feet on the ground, and you know, you have to sort of have this kind of fine balance, isn't it? You're telling the players, yeah, you can, and see them in the opposition dressing room, you can beat them, you know, but at the same time, be humble. And I think, you know, he just gets that tone absolutely right. I thought he was really measured today. A lot of it obviously was about the injuries from international break. He was quite positive on things, and yeah, I just love him. You know, every time he goes in to bat, he just gets it right. You know, he said even if we'd had a bad start, he said, I'd still be looking for the progress. I'd still be looking for the good things. And he says he's you know, to me, at the moment, he can do no wrong. He can do no wrong.
2 manager of the months in a row, August and September. Who's to say October's out the window? Because there's not much football that happens in October. But yeah, there was a bit of banter, obviously, on England with James Maddison. And did you see the Terence? I was going to call him Terence Trent Derby there. What's his name again?
Yeah.
What's his name again? Trent Alexander.
Trent Alexander on.
I was going to Terence Trent Derby. Yeah, you need to look up Terence Trent Derby, though. When you see him, like he said, you'll understand.
That's one for the kids, that one, isn't it?
That's one for the grown-ups, man. It's not for the kids. Oh, dear. Yeah, there was a
great album, by the way.
Yeah, fantastic album. Some good banter going off. James Maddison. He's taken this club, I think, to a next level in terms of just that whole. He plays with that swagger that we know that he can do, but he's got the quality to back it up. And obviously, winning the Player of the Month the first month, some win it the next month. We're doing all right, aren't we? We're doing all right. Steve, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Win it 3 times in a row? October as well? What are you saying?
Hey, listen. Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Win it once, win it twice. Why not win it 3 times?
A lady.
Exactly. You nicked my words, man.
That's not even my place. I just had to jump in at that one. It's not my place.
But you know what? Why not? With the fixtures coming up, we can. Why not? And then, if he gets the 3rd one on the trot, Mr. What's the Point FC, we can then fly him to the moon. Because if you read the comments earlier. But anyway, you know what? Why not? Free is possible. Because we've got so many haters, right? We got so many haters, and can you imagine if he got the 3rd one? He's gonna get people under his skin, left, right, and center. Because I've been listening last couple of days to some of the podcasts, Talk Sport in particular, and there's certain people that have come on, and oh my god, like yesterday they were like, "Why is everyone talking about Tottenham? Why is everyone talking about Tottenham? When no one's talking about Arsenal. Arsenal just beat Man City, but they're all talking about Tottenham because they're top of the league. What have they won? They're not going to win anything." And I'm like, sat there listening. I'm thinking, do you know what? These are getting proper heated up, you know, because they're talking about Spurs. And I'm like, these people, why can't you talk about Arsenal? They've done this, they've done that. And I'm like, you know what? Shut up, man. the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out, man. You know what I mean?
Shut up, man.
It's just fucking mental. But I'd love it. I'd love it if he got 3 in a row, you know. It'd be brilliant. Oh,
Yo,
man.
listen, Darius, we've got 3 games, right, that cover the period of October to obviously next international break. With, as you mentioned, 3 London derbies. How many points?
Chelsea.
It's not a preview show because that's going to be coming later on this weekend. People, look out for that. But we can touch on obviously the games coming up and stuff like that. We can touch a little bit on Fulham, although we're not going to go into detail. But we've got Fulham home, Crystal Palace away, Chelsea home. 9 points available. What are you telling me, fam?
I expect it to be in order of difficulty. I expect it to be in that order. I think Fulham isn't going to be an easy game by any means. I think it's going to be difficult. They don't score a lot, but they also don't create or really concede too much either. I know they lost 5-1 to Man City and they lost 3-0 to Brentford, but, you know, decent teams. You can't really call them terrible teams. They drew with Arsenal. They lost 2 to... They played some tough teams. Chelsea, they lost 2 and drew with Arsenal. So I think it's going to be one of those games where not many chances created. I think it's going to be more difficult to maybe control that midfield with Bissouma not being there, but I still expect a result. Palace, I think, is going to be hard because it's at Selhurst Park. That's going to be a tough game. And then Chelsea, I genuinely mark this date on my calendar because this is the one I want to win so bad. And believe, is it at Stamford Bridge or
It's home. It's at
Home, fam.
Oh my gosh!
Home,
Oh my
fam.
gosh! If you
Monday
guys
night.
if you don't boo the actual house down, if you don't boo to the rafters, I will be so sad. I want to hear a chorus of boos for Maurizio Pochettino and a W at Chelsea.
I ain't gonna,
Oh,
listen,
don't give me
I
that!
ain't
Come
booing.
on!
I'm not booing him. I'm not booing
Hey,
him.
Oh,
I'll tell you what,
come
Sam, you see his press conference today and Arteta's, and you'll
Oh
be booing
my
the fucking
gosh.
arse off
Oh,
of
really?
You know,
What's
You're
he saying?
mad!
Oh,
Mate,
They
you're mad!
were
You're mad!
licking
We're
each
gonna call
other's
him out for
arse.
this right now.
It was fucking terrible.
Call him
Honestly.
out, Sean. Call him out, Sean.
Fucking-
Because I'm not
It's a
only
fucking
disappointed.
loving with those two on Sunday.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
only
Fucking hell.
disappointed
Stop,
in you.
stop,
I'm not
Deji,
only
stop down
disappointed
there.
in you.
You're
Stop down there,
fucking
stop.
dead to me.
Stop down there. Stop down there.
I'm not disappointed
I didn't know
in
what
you
I've
just for
soaked
that.
up today. Hold on, you two.
No,
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
What happened? Tell me more.
You don't have to tell me
more.
what happened because I've not seen shit.
Oh, when I went to Paris Saint-Germain, Maurizio looked
Kiss
after
us.
me.
Kiss us.
Fuck
I
off.
hate it. And that's
Fuck
not
off.
even the
happened?
That,
Okay.
they're just kissing each other's arse. Bearing in mind they play for they manage rival teams. Chelsea and Arsenal, rival teams.
So
but
what's
they
happening?
literally make
Somebody start from the beginning, please. Start with
Basically,
Pochettino and then
Pochettino,
start.
Arteta has been kissing arse to Pochettino and likewise. And regardless of all of that in the press conferences with the kissing arse, Pochettino is the manager of Chelsea FC. Why are we like being nice to him? Like, what? We should be booing him from the moment he walks into that stadium. He joined Chelsea FC, called it the greatest team. Are you crazy?
Yeah, good God.
I don't give a shit about. Like I said, I heard about the Arteta stuff.
His first press conference, he stuck a dagger in us.
I heard about the Arteta stuff. I know Arteta was saying all this nice stuff about Pochettino. To be honest with you, that pissed me off. But from when he signed for Chelsea, and man is still trying to tell me you're not going to boo him when he comes into the stadium. I want absolute hell for that man because he joined Chelsea. The team, Battle of the Bridge. He was manager of our team at the Battle of the Bridge, and he joined that team. And you're going to go and say, Champions League final, second place. Nah, man.
We've had so-called even legends at our club that have joined Chelsea. All I'm saying is, I know it's a different thing. It's completely different. I don't know what's been said.
He slapped us in the face. He slapped us in the face.
Listen,
he slapped us in the face.
All I'm saying is, you can fuck your Pochettino.
Thank you.
Exactly. Serious.
You better sing that with your chest. You better sing that with your chest.
I don't have a chest, but I will. I'll borrow your dance.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry. I'm very much like I don't give a shit about Pochettino. And it was from when he signed that dotted lining for Chelsea, I couldn't care less what he did.
As I said, we've had players and managers go to Chelsea from our club. Glenn Hoddle, that's
not my error. That's not
I
my
know.
era.
I'm just saying it's happened.
But Glenn Hoddle never said the things that Pochettino.
That's what I'm gonna.
He called
That's what I'm
Chelsea
gonna
the
say.
greatest
Sean.
club in the world.
Ooh.
On his first press conference, like Sean said, the greatest club in the world. He was the manager at Battle of the Bridge when they took the league from us and gave it to Leicester. And you want to go, yay, Pochettino, yay!
I wasn't gonna go yay. I was gonna give him like
you were gonna give him one of them. Oh, get out of here, man.
We can't take back what he's done for us. Come on.
You're not gonna
You're a
do it.
criminal. You're a criminal.
Fuck that. No. I'm sorry.
He didn't win nothing. He didn't win nothing. It's not even like he won anything. He gave me great memories. He gave me great memories, but he signed for Chelsea, called him the greatest team. What next? If Kane went to him in the summer, would you have been like, Kane and Pochettino? Nah. Pochettino, he needs to hold a lot of smoke on Monday. I hope everybody in attendance can all join their voices and their vocal cords and give him the biggest boo you've ever given him. More than Sol Campbell. I don't care. He called Chelsea the greatest club in the world, man.
You know what?
What are you on?
Because he knows what he's doing. Pochettino for me, he's not. I'm gonna let you look. I'm shocked.
Hot. I'm sweating. Listen, I need to take off the dressing gown now.
Listen, Pochettino has obviously got different paymasters now. That's obvious, and that's clear as day that he's going to say things to antagonize us because I think he's trying to wind us up. He's trying to wind these players up because he knows a lot of these players. Remember that he does know a lot of these players. I know we've got a new blood in there and all the rest of it, but the psyche of being a manager of the club, there's certain things that you can kind of pull on and kind of put into the new players that you're training and coaching now. So a lot of this is what I would call stuff to get us going as fans. Now look what it's done to you, mans. Look what it's done to you, mans.
Hey, our starting 11 will contain only one player from his era.
Yeah,
Son, who's our club captain.
I'm hot. I don't care. Like I will. Like I said,
don't give it to me.
I can respect the accolades and I can respect the team and the football, and he made me, and it was the best Tottenham I've seen in my era. Whatever. But there's a level to how much I can give you that respect on a public scale when you sign for our rivals and call them the greatest club. I don't care. I know you have to do it, but like, what? Who cares? Like, I've seen people go to different clubs and not say as much as he said. He's taken the piss, and I know that he's circled that date in 2 weeks' time. And if he wins, he's going to knee slide in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
He will do that. And this is what I'm saying, to give that energy to him, because that's how I think Chelsea will have an opportunity to beat us. If we get into this sort of the Battle of the Bridge part 2 or 3 or whatever Battle of the Bridge you want to call it, part whatever. I want it to be a footballing lesson when we play Chelsea. I don't want it to be a huff and puff, let's try and see who can kick each other the most. I want Poch to come off and say, in his post-match interview, yeah, they're better than us. They're much better than us. We've got a long way to go. I don't want him to say anything like, yeah, well, you know what I mean? It was a battle. We wound them up and look up. Because that's what he wants. That's what he needs out of this Chelsea squad now. Because I don't think they've got a lot of fight, in my opinion. They've got a lot of technical players, but none of them are together. We don't want to bring this lot together. So this is what I was saying. I'm just going to like, no problem, Poch.
The other thing
Jackson.
And the other thing is, we've got 2 games before that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And 3/4 of them players that he had won't be there. Do you really think the likes of Maddison and them lot are going to be bothered? He'll be bothered about winning the game. He's not going to give a shit about Pochettino or whatever. He'll be out there to win the game.
Hey, the name of this show is Talking Points.
Absolutely.
Did you see at the end of the England-Italy game? This is one bit I did see. In the centre circle, Vicario, Udogi, and Maddison saying, "Can't wait to see you back at Hotspur Way tomorrow."
Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Did that not make your heart go, I fucking love Tottenham Hotspur? Look what we're doing.
Look
what we're doing.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes,
But no, you're right. You guys are right. Regardless of all that.
I'm in the posh part of the stand. I can't just be doing it. I'm in the posh part. We do this.
No, you can't.
I'll be very interested.
I do this.
Don't forget your prawn sandwich in one hand.
No, it's not prawn, by the way. It's not prawn. It's chicken and bacon with lettuce, by the way. And I'm going to be... No, it's not. You know what's good there? The Southern fried chicken and chips. Tell you what, it's quite tasty, them Southern fried pieces, whatever they've got. They're nice. But no,
I'll get to sample them with you at the Chelsea game. So.
Guys, talking about show being talking points. Did you read the bit about Van der Ven?
What about it?
Daniel Levy's not going to be happy if we get
extra 10 mil.
10 million, yeah. If we get to if we get into Champions League
Pay
next year.
Pay him.
Yeah, pay it,
They
man.
deserve
Pay
double.
that.
They deserve
Hey,
double what we
10
we
million?
gave.
How
I'm
much are you
giving
going to get for
15
qualifying for
million.
the Champions League?
I'll
10
just
million
give
is
him-
nothing.
Yeah, give him
Van
15
der
million.
Ven, I think he's genuinely, call me crazy, he's probably worth double what we paid for him already, just
course.
after the performances he's put in.
And
So
he
pay
turned
him.
down Bayern Munich and who else? did he
Liverpool.
turn? Liverpool for Tottenham.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool scouts said he wasn't ready. That's what they said. They said he wasn't ready for the Premier League.
There you go.
Oh,
and he said,
how they're laughing now.
And he wanted Spurs. He said, as soon as I spoke to Spurs, I wanted Spurs. Because he said, you're the one that I want. You are the one.
I was just, a couple of things. Pam, if you want to come on stream, come on stream.
Oh, Sam, don't boo! Oh, God, Sam! Fucking brilliant!
I like that name. That might be your new nickname.
You're right, yeah.
Troll him in the comments!
You're
You might be
right.
posh, Sam.
I
You might
don't
need to
boo in
change
the
that.
posh end. I don't boo in the posh end. It's like, I mean, people.
Oh,
I know.
man.
What game was it I went to? I think it was a Liverpool game. I think it was a Liverpool game. And there was
gold
a
star, that comment there.
there was a guy in front of me he was a season ticket holder in the South stand, but he got a ticket for him and his missus to sit in the West stand. But he's one of the South standers. Proper, up in there, what? And people were saying, sit down. I was like, yeah, sit down,
No,
man. Come on.
Sam,
The posh end.
No,
The
you
posh
can't. You
end.
can't do that.
Sam,
Sorry.
I didn't do that. I didn't do
you
that.
said,
I didn't do that.
excuse me, sir, can you please sit down?
This guy's little
I
pinky
didn't-
out with
I
his,
didn't say
with his
I
drink.
didn't say that. I didn't tell him to sit down. I was cool with it because I know what it's like. He's passionate. But there was people
Wait,
there.
can we? Let's
Pabs,
introduce the guest because I wanna ask our brand new amazing guest and
what's the
friend
point if she's
the
gonna have a
same
bit of a-
question.
What's the point of
Oh,
losing his mind now?
did you see her on the other podcast this week? She was brilliant.
No, I haven't.
She
There you
repped
are.
us really well.
Hey!
Yay!
What have I been missing then? What's been going on? I don't know what you're talking about. What podcast? Where you been, Pav? What have you been doing? What's
I've
going on?
been doing
She's
secret
been repping us on other podcasts.
Yeah.
She has.
Oh, okay.
Round of
That's
applause for Pav.
fair dues. Fair dues. Fair dues. Fair dues.
Pav, can I ask you a question? Because I don't know if you've been watching the stream, but you can see Sam's already wiping his head. It's been getting hot. It's been getting heated.
It's wild.
I'm hot myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to the game on Monday. I don't know if you're watching the game on TV. However you are, Pav, I'm gonna ask you this question: if you were going to the game on Monday, or if you are going to the game,
It's the game on November the 4th.
Oh, sorry, not Monday. Yeah, I'm wrong. The Chelsea
November
game. The
the
Chelsea
5th.
game. If you were going to go to the Chelsea game on November the 5th, and you see Maurizio Pochettino walk out in his Chelsea tracksuit, are you giving him one of them? Are you giving him one of them and some booze?
Or one of them.
What do you think, Lister?
Oh my
Thank you!
God.
Thank you!
Get out of here!
Thank you, Pav.
Listen.
Thank you, Pav.
Listen to
Sacked in the
Tam.
morning.
He's telling the
In
truth.
morning.
Posh Sam doesn't boo. I don't boo like that. Not in the posh area. Do you know what I mean? Can't do that. I might do a cheeky one of them, but I can't boo like that.
Pav,
He's getting booze. Like, imagine it was flipping Sol Campbell making his return, or whoever you want to think about making their return and getting a touch on the ball every time. Every time that camera pans to him, I'm gonna boo like he can hear me out on the TV. I'm gonna boo him like he can hear me.
Darius, forget the camera panning. The camera's panning now every time to Pav. What's the point? FC is having a heart attack. He needs to calm down.
And he thinks he's on another program. He thinks he's talking transfers.
And I think, what's the point? FC
Come
is
back
singing.
in January. What's the point? That's when we talk transfers.
Yeah, and what's the point singing? Could she be the most beautiful girl in the
Show's
world?
getting west.
Oh, Sam, what? Yeah, what
Oh,
were we even talking? What were we even talking about before?
Chelsea stoked all this up. I just asked about the Chelsea get the next 3 games in a row, and then I mentioned Chelsea, and then it was like, that's it. You man went off.
We're having a good time. We're having a good time.
Anyway, let's get back to Mazina. Welcome, Pav. Yeah, just asking the question of everybody. As the international break, been looking forward to Premiership starting back as of tomorrow. What's been going on?
I mean, this international break has been painful. I've missed our Spurs, so I've been counting down the days, but I am so excited for Monday. I'm not going to the game, but I'm going to be watching it on TV, so it'll be a good one. And you know what? I've got confidence in the lads. So you know what? Hopefully 3 points at home, 8 p.m. will be a good game.
Our stream, our comments are going off again. They're going off again, Pav. They're going off.
Pav, you've got number one fans, Pav.
I know. What's the point? FC now. He's singing, "You're beautiful. You're beautiful."
Show's gone west.
I wish I had these many fans.
Show's gone west. It's gone west.
Love it.
It's definitely gone. Anyway, right. Let's bring it back a little bit. Woo. So I said we're not going to do a preview show for Fulham. But we have to obviously talk about the game coming up a little bit.
Tomorrow.
You do it tomorrow now, not Sunday. You do it tomorrow.
Oh, Sunday, yeah.
Yes,
I was going to say, because I'm hoping to do a watch-along for the women's game tomorrow. So
yeah,
Sunday.
We'll talk about that as well in a minute. But yeah, we've got, I think, the reason why we come onto that Chelsea bit is because I was going to say, we've got 3 winnable games in a row here. In my opinion, I know that the Crystal Palace and obviously the Chelsea game, now that it's been stoked up like this, and it shouldn't have been stoked up, but it is now. It is now. We should take care of Fulham. We have to take care of them first. They always say that the first game is the most important game. That is true. But we've got the weekend now to see what happens. Obviously, Chelsea versus Arsenal is a big game. Is it Man City Brighton as well playing?
Man City Brighton. And it's a 3 o'clock kickoff.
And Liverpool Everton.
Yeah, that's Liverpool win. But Man City Brighton is an interesting one. The way that Manchester City have been playing, Marlon not quite firing all cylinders, he's still top scorer.
Rodri's back. Rodri's
back.
Stones is back. Yeah, they're all back.
I've even heard that De Bruyne, although he's supposed to be out for 4 months, is bordering on being back in the next few weeks.
Bionic man.
So yeah, they're going to do what City do. They're going to go on a bit of a run. All we can do is maintain our form. So that's what I said. Fulham, winnable game. Pav, how many points do you think we should be taking out next 3? I know we're looking past everybody, but I'm thinking if we took 9, it wouldn't surprise me. If we took 7, I'll be okay. I'll live with that. Anything less than that, in my opinion, I'll be disappointed with. And that's me now looking at our Spurs from a different perspective in terms of how I've been playing. So yeah, 7 points minimum, 9 points, and we're on it. What are you saying?
That's what I reckon. With the next 3 games, we're going to get 7. I think the one that we're going to struggle with is Palace away. But I reckon Monday is going to be fine. Palace away is the one that's going to be a bit iffy, but I think we'll get a draw out of it. And then the Chelsea one's just going to be toxic, man. So I reckon, yeah, we're going to win that. 100%.
Yeah.
How many points then? 7, you saying?
7, yeah, 7.
Okay. So Chelsea one, yeah. If I'm honest with you, it depends on what happens tomorrow with that Chelsea game. If I see Chelsea put up a fight, if they win, that'll be Jesus. But if they put up a performance and the players get to start gelling more, then it's going to start to get a little bit more interesting. But like I said, we've got 2 games in between. I think we should deal with Palace. Even I love the singing at Palace. Don't get me wrong. Them chants at Palace. What was the one I was saying? Oh,
there's an IU one. The IU one's funny.
Which is the one, Sid? Oh, there's one.
It's the na. No, it's not. Is it that one?
Oh, it will come back to me in a minute. But it's so big. And I think we've been starting to do it as well. But anyway, I love Palace because their fans are on it. They've got good players, but I think Roy's now.
They've still got injuries as well.
Yeah, but Roy's now, fuck it. I'm not here for very long. Not on the earth much longer. So fuck it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Play him here. And they're just playing whatever. So he's going to. I think they'll probably go for it, Palace. I don't think they'll play a cautious game. But Roy, ex-England manager, will he? No, I don't know. He might actually put a bit of a performance in. He's another tactical manager I don't like. But we should still beat them. Chelsea one is the one I think is going to be just that one because I think it's Chelsea. I think it's the Poch thing. I think Chelsea have got something to prove with some of the performances they've had this season. 7 points for me. What are you saying, Sid? Next 3 games.
I'm saying, you know when you go on a website, what do you type in first?
www.
You know what? I'll give you a round of applause for that. I'll give you a round of applause.
That was a good one.
That was actually quite good. That was actually quite good. That was actually very good.
I was gonna say,
I
no,
know
you know what I was
thinking
gonna say?
about that one.
I was gonna say HTTP, but then I thought, no, that don't work. That don't work. That
That's
ain't
it.
gonna work. It's
There you go.
www. Yeah, you're right. Well done.
There you go.
That's it. Is that
That's
it?
it.
Is that your lot?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Darius, then before we
I'm
come to
dropping
Sean.
the mic.
I'll be quick as well because I think you asked me this question and I went off on a Chelsea tangent. I think that's actually how the tangent started. So I'll say I think I'm in agreement with Pav. I'd say 3-3-1.
Pav's watching them. Sorry, Pav's just looking at the comments because she didn't see him before, so I put him back up so she can see him this time.
Hold on.
No.
It's funny
Yeah,
as well.
I think it's gonna be 7 points, but 3 tough
dear.
games. Like Fulham's gonna be tough. We'll get onto it into the preview, but Carlos Vinicius, I'll put money on that he's gonna score in that game. I guarantee you, even if he comes off the bench. So yeah, Fulham tough, Palace tough. Chelsea, I think, is going to be a bit of a battle of the bridge part 2. I think that's how Poch gets his. Poch knows if he wins that game, those kids will really start turning a corner, even though I can already see it happening. Yeah, I think Poch will really want to use that performance, that Tottenham game to give him a kickstart. So yeah, I'll say 7 points, win, draw. We're not going to go WWE. We're going to go WWD. I don't know what I can say for WWD. I'm not creative like Sid.
Sam, before you go
Yeah.
to Sean, this is what you was on about.
Whatever they're saying, it's a bad song. That's a wicked. That is the tune. That's a tune. Now that's a tune. That's the one.
That is-
Well done. Thank you.
Yes. You think I'm at Red Star Belgrade? I'm telling you now.
That's
What is
a
going on?
wicked song, though. I'm Sid. Sean, next 3 games.
We're playing Fulham, right? Who with their second string team can only beat us on penalties. With our third string team in the Carabao Cup. That's a win. No problem. We'll deal with them. Crystal Palace, they can sing all they fucking like. They can sing all they fucking like. They can sing what they want. They've got half their missing. Eze's missing. At least Zaha's now playing with Davison Sanchez in Turkey. They're beatable. So that's another 3 points. We're winning that. And then we come to fucking Chelsea. And there's nothing less than rubbing that fucking Argentinian's nose in the grass.
Oh, wow. He's lost it.
We're going to beat them too. Those
Talk to
kids
them.
won't know what's hit them. When our
Talk to
crowd
them,
turns up, it will be like that North London derby when we were going for the Champions League. They won't know what's hit them. And
Talk to
we'll
them,
get
John.
stuck into them. 3 wins. WW World Wide Web. Worldwide winning. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah.
I tell you
You know
what.
what?
You lot are making
too,
me want to
right?
change my. You lot are making me want to change my mind now. I'm
You know
feeling
what?
the energy. I'm feeling the
Sean,
energy.
Sean's like a tin of Pringles, isn't it? Someone's opened him and he's like, once you pop, you can't stop. You've got him,
You
man.
know what?
Sean's got it.
When you watch it back, man, you see them two at the bottom. They were like this. They were everywhere. They were like giving it some of this. I was like, whoa, what did he say? What did he say?
Nah,
must have said something.
man. I'm
He
sorry.
must
You're
have
gonna
said
get me
something.
going again,
He-
Sam. Let's.
Nah, that's for
Damn.
2 weeks.
3
time.
wins. 3
Three
wins.
wins. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Sam? Are you saying? What are
I
you saying?
said it wouldn't surprise me if we got 3 wins. I'd take 7. I'd be disappointed with anything less than 7 points. I don't want to see us lose in these 3 games. Put it this way, at least 2 victories.
You and him, we're not on Strictly, yeah? We don't want a 7. We want
Nah,
9.
You got to be realistic in all of this. You know, football, as some people say, is a humbler. It can, you can go in. We've seen it. We've all come out with a Dr. Tottenham aspect of it. We know what can happen. It feels different now. Don't get me wrong, but it's still football. And as you know, anything can happen in a game.
Yeah, but
You
the
could have
other
a-
thing is, Sam,
Yeah.
Chelsea, I hate to say it, they're going to get their asses felt by Arsenal tomorrow
You
night.
I think they're going to beat
Yeah.
us.
I'm
man.
not sure.
I don't
I
think they're going to
think-
beat them, but I think that's going to be a tough game for
I
Arsenal.
think
You know,
Chelsea
Nah,
will beat Arsenal.
No, Arsenal's defence can deal with that powder puff attack. And then,
wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Chelsea are going to get mashed up tomorrow night.
Really?
And they won't want to come to our place.
I disagree. I think it's going to be a tough game for Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
What's their record like at Stamford Bridge?
It's
Darius?
horrible. They haven't won since Chelsea haven't won since 2018.
Exactly.
At their own ground.
Yeah. Chelsea's record's terrible.
But I you know what? Mudryk, if Caicedo plays, I just have a feeling they've got players
if. They need goalposts and width for the pitch in order to score.
Are we not concerned about our squad though? Because, like I said, I think defensively, obviously with the players that we got in defence, Mickey van der Ven, Romero, A class defenders, central defenders, and obviously with Deji, Porro, topped off with Vicario. That back five is what is we're building off that back five at the moment. We're conceding a lot of opportunities, but I don't mind that. I think that's steadily coming down because we're getting better and better in defence, and I don't see what Chelsea. If I'm going to the Chelsea game, I don't see what Chelsea have that scares me. I don't see anything in them that scares me. Now, previous Chelsea teams, I've gone, oh, fucking hell. They got Hazard. Oh, my God. They've got Joe Cole, or they've got, you know what I mean? You can go through all the list, Drogba's and all those if you're going back in the day. They've always had players. But Action Jackson, I'm not sure about him. I don't think
Cole Palmer's a baller. Mudryk's going to come good. Yeah. Sterling's in good form. As much as
Ukraine Bolt has been named Ukraine Bolt. He scored one goal against.
He's got a banger. He's got a banger in international break as well.
Palmer hasn't come up against the best fucking left back in the world yet.
You tell him, man.
He's in the pocket. He's in the pocket, mate. He will wish he was back at Man City.
I'm telling you.
That's going to be a tough game.
I'm not scared of Chelsea. I don't fear any of these teams. If I look at it now. And the players have got this mentality as well because the manager's been able to bring this out of him because he's kind of he's as you said, Sean, he's humble in what he says, but he's not holding back. He's not saying, "Oh no, we might not deserve to be there because we've had a bit." No, big up your chest, man. We played well. So the players have responded. We've got the results. We deserve to be where we are. So now, if that continues, all that can really derail us is
Arsenal. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we, Arsenal? We're not joint top. We're top. We're top.
Let's see what happens after tomorrow. Then But I'm intrigued. What's I going to ask about players? Let's a little bit. I know January's a little bit, but Pav, what do we need in January? Obvious question. If it's obvious, I don't know if it's as obvious it was probably 3 or 4 months ago, but certainly I think we do need some January signings. What are you looking at as a priority? Because Ange did touch on it today. He said January's on its way. New director of football is in there. What's his name? Somebody tell me his name. I can't remember his name.
Is it Langer?
Langer, yeah.
Langer.
It's not Lange, it's Langer.
I thought it was Langer.
Okay.
It is Langer,
So we need
forgot his first name. What's his first name?
Is it Justin or John?
Jonathan, I thought.
Johan Langer?
Could be Johan, yeah.
Johan Lang. I think Johan Langer.
Oh.
Not Bernard Lang. No.
Johan, however you pronounce it.
It's gone above their heads. It's gone above some people's head, that one, but I won't repeat it again. I said he's not Bernard Langer, but it's too late now. It's gone. It's gone.
I don't know these. I would have laughed if I understood.
I got you.
You got me, Sid. You got me.
I got you.
Pav, what do we need in Jan?
I think a priority would be a centre back. Another centre back. Yeah, especially with it's a hard one because I think with players, they're going to be going off on international duty at some point as well, and then also injuries. I think centre back is definitely one that we've not addressed. Yes, we have got other ones, and I don't really I don't want to use Eric Dyer. Okay, that's just a no, right? I think that a centre back and I'd say potentially a left back as well. But I think if I had to choose one, it would be a centre back 100%.
Well, let me, before I come to the rest of you, what's the point FC? Although he's a Casanova, he seems to have some in the know stuff here. We are looking at Williams of Atletico winger, Kerem, a Turkish winger from Galatasaray, Jota, formerly of Celtic on loan, Kelly, centre-back Bournemouth, and Victor Nelson as cover for Romero. Darius, what do you think of that? You might know some of them players.
Williams is a very good player and he's rapid. Williams is very, very good. Don't know Kerem. Jota would be good, but I think we probably Jota, I think, is like hot, like, you know, he's flavor of the month because, you know, he's having issues with his club and he used to be at Celtic and stuff. I think you could probably get a better left winger than Jota. And I personally believe that we need to look at a left winger who's like going to be our Son replacement almost, because it seems like Son's moved position. So I think we need to be looking at, like, you know, spending the majority of our money on a left winger. And then the rest of the players, Lloyd Kelly, I think we should go for that 100%. I watched Bournemouth a little bit more like intently after we were sort of linked with him in the summer, and I think Lloyd Kelly's actually a baller. He was captain at 24, quick. He's got good distribution. I think Lloyd Kelly would be an amazing option. I agree with Pav. I do agree with Pav about the centre back. However, I would potentially look at getting an older centre back. I know it'd probably be difficult to find an older, quicker centre back because we've got two young centre backs in Dorrington and Phillips, who I really think, and I think Postecoglou thinks that they're going to be, you know, the next big thing almost, or the next sort of centre backs for our team. So maybe looking at a centre back who's got more experience, who can maybe cover both right centre back and left centre back would be a good option. Me personally, I think DM's the most important position to get in January. I know we need a centre back, but we're losing our DM and a centre mid for a good long time. And I know we're getting Bentancur back, and Lo Celso is obviously coming into full fitness again, but we lose Bissouma. That I'm not confident a Højbjerg, who doesn't really want to even be at the club, has one foot out the door.
You know what? I'm not sure.
Suffice.
Just before you finish, I'm not sure Højbjerg does one out. I think he wants his place. He's disappointed. I think he actually understands football in terms of, he's got to win his place back. So this is an opportunity for him come Monday now. If he doesn't perform Monday, then we're all going to say, well, we do need somebody. But if he performs, again, with Bentancur coming, he's not Bissouma level.
Let's be honest, though. If he even performs well, does he come back into the team for Chelsea? If he's man of the match,
no. Is
Bissouma coming into the team? Yes, he's taking his place regardless.
But it makes Bissouma think, I can't.
I don't think it does. I think Bissouma knows that he got that faith put into him from Ange. We saw the first player that we all saw the reports being put out for about, you know, him putting his arm around and saying he's going to make him the main man was Bissouma with Ange. So I think Højbjerg knows he is not the first guy, and it's going to take either a Bissouma injury or AFCON to, like, you know, work his way back into that first 11. I think if he has an opportunity to go to a club that's maybe in the Champions League or challenging for a title in a different league, he will go for that. He's 27, 28 now. I think he would definitely take that opportunity to make a move in January if a good opportunity arises. When I say he wants out, I don't mean he's going to sabotage the team. It's just, if there's an opportunity that arises, like with Sanchez and Galatasaray, he'll go. And I don't think we should stop him from going. If we can get a good DM, somebody who, you know, might be at the age of maybe 21, 22, because Bissouma was 27, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is he younger than 27? He's 25, isn't he? Might be a bit younger than 27. 25, 26. 26, yeah. So if we can get a 21-year-old, 22-year-old DM in a similar mold to Bissouma, that would be great. He's got an understudy. He can really, you know, get a bit of more of a leadership role, showing that kid the ropes. And I think that's what we probably need the most, because we're going to lose Bissouma in January to AFCON.
And
so, yeah. And so, but then we're getting Bentancur back. So that's why I'm not necessarily as scared about centre mid. So sorry to go on for a long time, but I would say DM. I'd definitely say DM. And those names that What's the Point mentioned are pretty good names as well.
So I'll go to Sean then, because I saw the interview today and it seemed to me, I don't know, I might have either misread his body language, misread what his statements were, but it seemed like he was talking, not Bissouma, he was talking Højbjerg up. Maybe that's a bit of psychology because the game's coming up. Maybe it's to kind of say to him, look, you know, we want you, we need you. But he was definitely talking Pierre-Emile Højbjerg up today. Is he somebody that you think could take a role in this club going forward for the rest of this season, or is he going to go in January like these guys are saying, Sean? Because I'm not sure. Possibly.
It's funny. I think Højbjerg doesn't suit the Ange project, and I don't see him as a central number 6, isn't it? Rather than a defensive midfielder, he's a 6, and I don't think he can turn. You know, I don't see him receiving the ball on the half turn and then progressing the ball forward like Bissouma does. So I don't think he's an ideal replacement for him. What this poses, though, for me is I'm thinking ahead here. Is Bissouma's still on his 4 yellow cards? So if he doesn't play on Monday night, do we bring him back on Friday night to risk him getting a yellow card and then missing the Chelsea game?
That's what I'm saying. So
you know,
it's
funny. I saw the quote about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and it looked on the face of it that he was talking about. Yeah. But when you see the accompanying video, which I saw later, I saw after I read it, yeah, I just felt he was being a bit disingenuous. That's the first time I've suspected that Ange is talking something up, but he's actually got something else planned. So it wouldn't surprise me that he pulls a rabbit out of the hat and plays, I don't know, the Celso there or something,
That's a great point about Crystal Palace, though, because now I don't know what I would do. That makes me change my mind on what I said, because maybe you don't play Bissouma against Crystal Palace.
Let me just go to Sid first about who he thinks we need in January. We might have a little bit more of a talk about that, because I think...
Oh, you never asked me. We definitely need a centre-back.
Oh, sorry. Forgot.
A centre-back, and I mean, if we were to get a left winger... With actual fact, I don't know. I saw another podcast today. You see Sean Butler's Spurs talk, and he said that PRTv was in a chat with Club Bruges, and basically he was looking at both their wingers. So they might be names to have a look at. I don't know nothing about them.
Is that Noah Lang?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah,
Noah Lang is a very good player.
And then there's another. The guy on the other side is supposed to be pretty.
Oh no, he's at PSV now. He's at PSV. Who's the Club Bruges? I'm gonna have a look now. Sorry, I'm wrong.
Yeah. The two wingers at Club Bruges are supposed they're like one's 18 and one's 23 or something, and they're supposed to be on our radar. Fabio's been having words in their shell like after a recent European game. So
Noosa. I've heard of Noosa, but I'm not. Yeah, he's good feet, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to have a look.
Yeah, you should get a chance to catch Sean's pod. It's really good.
Interesting. Sid, what do we need in Jan?
I think centre backs, like everyone's saying, as cover, because obviously Dyer's probably just keeping the seat warm, because I don't think he's going to get much game time. But you guys talking about DMs, Darius, and the belief is if Juventus come in for Højbjerg in January, going right.
Do you think he's? You don't all think he's? If someone, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure.
From what I'm hearing, and it's gathering a little bit of pace, but I don't know how much pace it is. Whether he's got Teddy Sheringham pace or Harry Kane pace, but this Johan Lang, apparently really, really likes Calvin Phillips. Yeah. And Phillips is now said he's now going to look at his future, because obviously he doesn't want to warm the bench up. And Lang really likes Calvin Phillips. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went in for Phillips in January under like you said, to play instead of Højbjerg. If Højbjerg leaves, then you get Phillips coming in. Again, you're going to be probably sat on the bench, depending. But African nations and whatever, if Bissouma's going to be away for a while, I think Phillips would be a better option for me than having Højbjerg. And I think Phillips can do a job for us. If we get the Phillips that played for Leeds, I think that'll be a banging signing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I said about Calvin Phillips, I think he could be because I think he's just he's played in that style for Leeds, and I think that would be well. Whether or not he's got the same sort of pace as required, I'm not sure. I don't think Højbjerg's got it either. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Højbjerg's the answer, but what I'm saying is Højbjerg's been here, been playing. Calvin Phillips by all accounts, I've not seen the England game. Didn't look like he was at his greatest when he played for England. He ain't played really for Manchester City. And I don't care what you have to be playing football to give your best. In this system that we're playing now, he's going to have at least, I would say, 4 or 6 weeks of constant training to get into shape, let alone get into the first team. So is it worth buying someone like that in January? Unless you buy him at the very beginning of January, because we've got a little bit of a break in January where there's not as many games. I don't know. I think we either stick with Højbjerg because he's in there and gone through that preseason, and hope Bentancur comes good and Skip comes good, and then we can have a little bit of a rotation because Maddison obviously is there. But Sarr and Basuma are going to be big misses. There's no doubt about that.
100%.
No doubt about that. But you're saying Calvin Phillips? Anything else?
Nah, do you know what? There's rumours. I mean, I know Postecoglou has said he wants players in January, but it's gonna go back to that one before as well. Is we've got to get rid of players first, because Daniel Levy ain't gonna give money out easily, and he'll want to get rid of players first. So it'll be interesting. I mean, there's no point saying this, because we know what Daniel Levy's like. We could be top of the league by 18 points, and Postecoglou could go knocking on the door saying, "Listen, man, I need this." You know what Daniel's answer is going to be? Computer says no.
No, I don't. His answer will be computer says, "What do you want, fam?" If he's 18 points, if we're 18 points in the lead, damn. I hope he gets what he wants.
You know what? I just don't trust Daniel Levy, and that's the problem. But yeah, I agree with you guys. We do need some new addition, and I'm not talking about the 1980s pop group, yeah, with Ralph Tresvant and Bobby Brown and all them guys. I mean, we need some proper new additions. Whether we get them or not, I don't know. Don't forget, we've got Brendan Johnson's to come back as well, fitness-wise. So, you know.
What's the point? You've got a good point on this. What's the point? You've got a good point on this. Let logic reign, please, God. We are selling Højbjerg, a 28-year-old, and then buying a 27-year-old Calvin Phillips, which is like replacing a light bulb with a light bulb.
I can't believe he's 27. I still thought he was like 24.
I know, that's true as well, actually. But he's an LED.
That's crazy. I didn't realize he was 27.
And he's not played any football in about the last 12 months, really.
Yeah, but he played for Leeds, and if you take away the E and the S, he's LED.
Dear me. Okay, let's start thinking about wrapping this up now, because I think it's time. Games coming up at the weekend. I'm just trying to see what the games were, but can I be asked to find them? Let's have a quick look.
So we've got Liverpool, Everton, 12:30. We've got Bournemouth, Wolves, 3 o'clock. Brentford, Burnley, 3 o'clock. City, Brighton, 3 o'clock. Newcastle Palace, 3 o'clock. Forest, Luton, 3 o'clock. And then we've got Chelsea, Arsenal, 5:30. Sheffield United, Man United, 8 o'clock.
Oh, there's a lot of games on tomorrow.
So many games on Saturday. There's only one game on Sunday, which is Aston Villa versus West Ham, and then Tottenham Fulham on Monday.
That's going to be a good game on Sunday, actually.
Aston Villa, West Ham, yeah, high quality.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good game. Yeah.
Both teams and good. Both teams are very, very, underrated. I'd say at the moment.
Well, let's go around. Pav, are you feeling confident now for the next 3 games? You kind of touched on it. It gave me a little bit of. I got scared when them two were going at me at the bottom. I got scared. I must admit. But are you confident of the next 3 games now after the international break? Could we have manager of the month for October and player of the month for October and make that a trifecta? What are you saying?
Yeah, do you know what? I am feeling very, very confident with our next few games. I have trust in Ange and I have trust in our lads. And I think, like I said before, I think Palace away is going to be quite difficult. And Sean, you made an interesting point with the whole Basuma side of it, which is quite, it's interesting. But I reckon we're going to be a Fulham on Monday. I reckon the Chelsea game is going to be very, very good. It's going to be toxic, but I reckon we'll go in for the win. Yes, it won't. I don't think it will be an easy game, but I think we will get the 3 points. And the Palace one, I think we'll put up a fight, but I reckon we'll either win it or end in a draw. But I think I don't think we'll lose the next 3 games.
Easy, Pav. Easy. What have you got? Pav. Positive vibes, Pab still. He's still got the PvP. That's good to see. I didn't see that at the beginning, but she's back with that. Darius, 3K. Yeah, how you feeling next 3 games? How you feeling with going into October? How are we going to finish October? And then the international break again, I guess. On mute, fam.
I'm happy the international break is over. I'm sad there's another one in 2 weeks. Can't believe there's another one in 2 weeks. But you know what? I have a confidence now about Tottenham that is very, very rarely been in my system and in my body. So I'll be excited to see what we can. Oh God. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that. It's gonna be enjoying to see us try and break down the Fulham defense, and I hope that we can do the same against Crystal Palace. And then obviously I expect not much of a sort of defensive performance from us against Chelsea or them. To be fair, I think they're gonna try and take it to us as well. So it's going to be different kinds of games in all of them, but I do expect, since I've been speaking to you guys, it made me really want to say it's going to be a worldwide web at WWW, but I just have a feeling that Chelsea, I've got a feeling Chelsea are going to take they're going to take maximum points from either us or Arsenal. I hope it's not us. I hope it's Arsenal, obviously, but yeah, I do think they're going to get a result against either one of us or Arsenal. So, and they've got a tough run coming up this month in November. I mean, I'm happy. I want to see what Poch is going to do because they've got Arsenal, Brentford, us, City, Newcastle, Brighton, United in the next 6 games.
I don't care who you are. That's not nice. That's
horrible. So yeah,
nice.
Let's just beat them down and send them to the next club to beat them down again.
I'd say the obvious question the obvious answer to this question is: are you confident, Sean, going into these next few weeks as a Tottenham fan?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I be confident? We're playing well. Things can happen. Injuries can happen. Suspensions can happen. Whatever. But I'm confident our manager will have answers for any questions that are posed to us. I saw something in that win at Luton which I never thought I'd see. When you go down to 10 men and you come out and you have one piece of magic from Maddison and you win the game, and you just shut up shop and take the points. That to me is a mature performance by players who are playing on the top of their game, and they just look happy to be playing. I mean, they really, you can't. I mean, it's probably as coaching. If everyone's got each other's back, you've got it's half the battle. And they look like they're really happy. They look like they're mates. They're really, can't wait to turn around and look at you at the full time against Chelsea, Sam, and hope you're choking on your cucumber sandwich. Come on, you Spurs!
Chicken and bacon. I told you that's what I'm about. Chicken and bacon. A team of individuals doesn't usually beat an individual that make up the team. In my opinion, this is what we've got. We've got good individuals that make up this team, and I think that we're going from strength to strength. Sid, your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, Pav, I think, what's the point, FC? I'm just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. You just died in your arms tonight. You know what? It's just going to be like, if you're followers of the F1 and Grand Prix and you're a fan favorite of Max Verstappen, it's going to be win, win, win. That's all I can say. Just like his races, win, win, win. That's all he's going to be with us at the moment, because Fulham, like you said, Sean, and you've said it, Darius, you've said it, Pav, we should beat them. Yeah. Sean said it all before about what happened in the cup. Palace is going to be tricky, but we can beat them. And then it'll be doomsday for Mr. Pochettino at Tottenham. So I think, 3 points. I think it's confidence, and I think they've all got it. All the players have got it. The unity, and I've said this before, the togetherness, everything is there, man. It's like Rick Astley said, together forever and never to part, together forever, us, we do. So 9 points. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking we've made a very good start to the season. I'd like to see 9 points, like I said, but I know how football works, and something's gonna, an unexpected turn of events that doesn't go our way is going to happen at some point. I'm not being, defeated when I say that, but we've had a bit of rub of the green, obviously, with the game against Sheffield United, Liverpool, another one. We've had some rubs. So let's just hope that continues. But 7 points minimum, 9 points would be great. Anything less than that, I wouldn't be happy with. But we've also got to admit that even if this team does lose, I don't think it's we're going to go. I think they'll just bounce straight back. You know what I mean? Because how I've seen us play, the football excites me. And I'm looking forward to that game against Fulham. So do you want to tell people about the preview show then? Sean, do you want to tell people about the watch along before we go?
Sean, you're first, aren't you? So you must, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to try an experiment tomorrow. I've been watching the women's team who are actually having a really good season by their standards. New coach, they're playing really entertaining football. They've got a player on loan, I think, from Manchester United, who's been called up for the England team squad this week. So everything's looking rosy there. They're playing Aston Villa tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and do a watch along for that if anyone wants to come along. If I don't mind. I'm going to watch the game anyway. So if people want to watch me watching the game, then that's fine.
Thank you.
12:30 kickoff, by the way.
12:30 kickoff. Sid, and the preview show?
Preview show on Sunday. So join us on Sunday. I know it's been 2 weeks. We've not had a preview show. We've not had Spurs playing, full stop. So join us Sunday, Fulham at Craven Cottage. We'll be doing the preview show. Let's have your thoughts, your predictions for the scores. It should be a good one.
I'll tell you what then, because everybody wants you to sing, Pav, but I'm going to say this. Well, I want to say, you don't have to agree to it. If we win the next 3 games, Pav will sing on a Chelsea reaction show. Yeah? Nah, I was going to put you on the spot.
Okay, fine.
If we win the next 3, that's it. That is it. 3 games. You got that look forward to what,
and I won't sing on that one. If we win the next 3 games, Pav sings and I won't.
That'll be a show to tune into. Definitely. Make sure no hair up in everything. It's got to be down, it's got to be flowing, and you've got to do that at the start. Because I can't do that. Do that at the start, and then we're on. Wicked. What's the point, FC? Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments as well. SUBSRCRIBE. Obviously, David Clark. I'm not going to call you Dave. David Clark, thank you very much for watching. And all of you, make sure you smash a like on the stream, comment if you're watching this on catch up or whatever you want to call it, not live. And subscribe to the channel, PRTvSpurs, Max and Ray TV. We'll be back tomorrow with the watch along, back Sunday with the preview, and then back Monday. I'm going to the game, so we're going to have to sort this out. Going, and then one way or the other, we'll get that preview done because I don't know how I'm into the game yet, but I will be going one way or the other.
I'll be there for the reaction, but when I come back, I can do it. Darius should be available. Sean, you're going to the game, or are you not going?
No. I'm going to watch probably watch the game in the pub in Glasgow, so I won't be able to do the reaction. So,
Pav, you're going to be around, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So should be loads of us.
That's cool. Just one more thing before we go. Posh Sam doesn't boo.
That's
it. Not when I've got the pinky up and the flute glass, I do not boo. Come on. Posh seats only around here. Where's that comment gone? I lost it now, and I've got to try and find it to get it off the screen. There we go. That's it. I'm going to find the drum and bass music that Sid created. It's fantastic. Make sure you listen to this at the end because it's great. And that's it. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Sean, Darius, and PvP. You're singing in 3 games time.
Hold on a second.
You're singing in 3 games.
What's the point? Is raising the stakes here. I don't want to see that.
What's going on? Let me see. I didn't get to that. What's
Oh!
Oh no. The stakes are too high. The stakes are too high.
Take your custom elsewhere.
No, you can't. That stakes are too high. That's too high. No. Got mums watching and stuff like that. Can't have that sort of thing. Mr. Pav won't have that. You crazy? No chance.
No chance.
Mr. Pav, no chance. Anyway, we don't want to do. That's not how we do on this show. She'll sing, but she's singing just singing. Do that first, though. Right, I've got to find the music to go. I'm hungry. All right, then. That's it. See you later, guys.
More developed football.